let's go on a tour of the pit, everyone. As you might expect from one of the end-game areas, like, the game ain't over yet, but we've definitely transitioned beyond early game and through mid-game, I'd say. We're in late game.
Our weapons are bigger.
You got some nice items you can buy in these shops, like staff and shark tooth dagger, but also heroic sword and dwarven hammer and Regnan cutlass.
Let them eat cake.
I know you're not talking to me.
Good evening.
Dante the gypsy there.
No problem.
Got a peasant who says being dead is bad. Ha! There's Irving Cole there.
Good evening to you.
Who looks an awful lot like Wacko. Spies abound in places like this, my friends. If you wish your letters and communiques to remain secret, you should use a cipher when you write. There is a book in the castle library that will explain everything, my friends. He's not referring to Castle Gloaming. He's actually referring to our castle. Oh, by the way, since we completed the initiation by defeating the breeding zone, Archibald has remodeled the place. You'll see when we get back there. Every necromancer aspires to be a lich one day. All you need is a soul jar, knowledge of the ritual, and the magical skill to survive the journey to the land of the dead and return. The body withers while the soul lives on in a glorious state, free from hunger, disease, and injury. Only shallow and superficial people would mind what the ritual does to one's appearance. True practitioners hardly notice.
My armor is tougher.
My armor is tougher. Sterling shielded defense. We have a better one equipped on J2. Noble plate armor. Created by the son of Mecharic the Blind. Plate armor of Arns, plus 7 Arns Master skill. Getting a bonus to Arns Master skill on a piece of equipment is really nice. For anyone who can make great use out of it. Regal Crown of Mana, nothing for us.
What's the matter? Not good enough for you?
No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't good enough for me. I have a shit ton of money.
I'm not impressed.
Not impressed at all. Also, I wouldn't want to sell anything here because the rates are pretty bad for us. Therese Umberpool, who offers Earth Guild membership. The super amazing, awesome Gosu Pro Guild of the Earth is here. I've forgotten the name of, like, the Paramount. There we go. I'm like, penultimate. No, that's dumb. And the rituals. She says the same thing that Irving Cole did. Just 2 skeletons hanging out playing chess here. Half-Guild Wynack. If memory serves, the artwork for this character was originally intended for Catherine Griffinhart's father, whose name currently Nicholas. Yeah, it was originally intended for him, but it's just something they never used, so they repurposed it. Who dares disturb me, earthly lords? Your status matters not once death's door has been passed. Fear not death. I can perform the ritual on any wizard. You need a soul jar. Years ago, the wizard stole a shipment of jars en route from Nyon to Deja. The jars are very hard to destroy, so they hid them, thinking we would never be able to find them. Fortunately for us, dead men do indeed tell tales. Better, in fact, than living ones. Dead men never forget, never refuse to talk, and never lie. So we found the one who buried the jars and made him die. He was very cooperative after his death, and said he hid them somewhere in the walls of mist for the wizards in Celeste. Retrieve these jars, and I will perform the ritual on all wizard amongst you. The rest may become honorary liches for what that's worth, and thanks for finding the extra jars for us. Yes, this is the ultimate sorcerer promotion quest, which takes you into the walls of mist, where it's not a morality test, and you're free to kill whatever you want, but you still have to figure out the puzzle element of it. Walls of Mist are more of like a puzzle dungeon, but when you don't have to worry about anyone shooting at you because you can kill all of them, it's a bit easier to search around. And like the Breeding Zone, the Walls of Mist will continually respawn. Because of reasons. Also, if you're looking to learn Dark Magic Master, you can pick that up here. Archibald is the Grandmaster in training. The Expert is someone whose name currently escapes me, but they're by the tavern in Deja.
Ow!
Oops. Ew. Stefan Sand. I am Stefan Sand, master of the aggressive side of the disciplined life. Once I was a monk, now I am something greater. This promotion quest is the one I most wanted to show off. I think it's the coolest promotion quest in the entire game. And it shows the love that was showered upon this monk class, and how cool it could be. And, you know, he's been pretty effective, Flailfist has. Just not the most effective class, for reasons that we've been discussing. At least I've been throwing out there to you, over the course of the series and in the comments. One of the things about the monk class is that it is the only class that differs in the skills it unlocks on its promotion pass. The Light Path monk, becoming a master, gets access to more powerful magic skills, being able to pick up expert self-magic. Whereas a ninja can pick up master disarm trap, and I think expert or master stealing? I can't recall. It's a minor thing, but it is the only class in the game that does that. An agent of mine has sent me a message I need deciphered. The cipher relies on knowing which word of which a certain book to match it against. If you wish to become a ninja, this is what you must do. Infiltrate the School of Wizardry and find out what the third word of the famed Scroll of Waves is. Use it to decipher the message, then do what the message tells you to do. It is the key to enter the Tomb of the Master, which you will find in southern Arathia. Here is the encoded message. You may recall a scroll that I found in my jail, which discussed the Tomb of the Master. You may recall in exploring Arathia, there was an odd rock formation to the south of, like, an altar, like a little pillar area, and, like, 3 skilled trainers and, like, the test of whatever. That's where you actually find the Tomb of the Master. This is the cipher that we have to decode. Now, you don't have to get the Scroll of Waves, but we're going to go get the Scroll of Waves. I know, right? Decode a cipher. That's cool. The Master Quest just has you go fucking kill someone in the Temple of Ba, like the High Priest. That's dumb. This one has to use your brain fruit. And, I think this one is a throwback to, like, older school Might and Magic quests. Like, you know, like, I think that's cool. You know, it's something where, like, killing can certainly be involved, but, well, it's entirely possible that you might not be that much into ciphers or decoding messages or cryptology. Or, English might not be your first language. I certainly have friends, you know, who, live in Hong Kong, Sweden, Germany. And for them, role-playing games such as this, like, challenges such as this can be very difficult. You're, like, trying to read through, like, their clue book. I'm like, what the hell does all this mean?
Your gold is safe with us.
How can you not trust a man named Greed the Banker? Right? Joseph the Weapons Master. That was not a spelling of Joseph I was familiar with. Hi.
Good evening to you.
The only people in the world who make soul jars are the warlocks of Nyan. It is a secret of their profession, which is strange, since they have absolutely no use for them, and indeed they don't. In fact, as far as I'm aware, the warlocks of Nyan aren't really into necromancy at all. Despite the temple there reanimating you. Maybe it's just because it's cheaper, right? And maybe they're having like a lull. That's right, I said that. LOL. Teehee. Still, we are forced to bargain for the jars in order to advance our craft. To be fair, there are folks who create things that they'll never use for themselves, but it's only to trade them away. Of course, we have wrested the jars from them from time to time, but then they raise their prices in revenge. It must be our fate to suffer so.
You look like you need a workout.
Perdition's Flame. It is worth noting that the training hall in Nyan does have skeletons standing in it, huh? Perhaps someone who's more familiar with the Nyans as they're portrayed, the Warlocks of Nyan, in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, could be a better source of information. My understanding, though, was that they weren't that much in the necromancy. Hostel that's empty.
Oh, just a cut, but I need it fixed.
Shut up, J2. I knew you would pass that test. It really isn't that hard if you are properly determined. You just have to harden your heart and do what must be done. The mission I have in mind for you will require that same resolve. After you pass that test, I'm sure you're up to it. Clanker's Laboratory? Lord Archibald has another request. The creatures that have inhabited Clanker's Laboratory must be evicted, and the teleport shield brought down. The laboratory is on an island east of Pierpont of the Tolarian Forest. Be careful, the monsters in that lab were created by Clanker himself. There's our answer. And some of them are much more powerful than their more common fellows elsewhere in the world. Okay. Take whatever you like for the place. Lord Archibald is only interested in the real estate and the laboratory equipment. Once the shield is down, Lord Archibald will be able to begin moving necromancers and equipment inside via Lloyd's Beacon. Yeah, so we already cleared out that place. We just have to fiddle with that final device that I teased about whenever I stood in front of it. Wonder what this does. I'll have to deactivate the teleport shield, and that's done. Alright, cleared it out. It'll also be an opportunity for us to fetch our potion vials and what have you in preparation for alchemy time. Here's Maximus. Hello, I am Maximus. Good to have you on our side. I'm glad you survived the test. I'm against wasting good talent on that test, but my associates insist. What can you do? Archibald has asked us to find a source of soul jars for his necromancers. These are the jars that are needed to complete the ritual that gives them eternal life, and we're almost out. There are far more candidates for lichdom than we have jars, so some of our necromancers are facing the grim possibility of real death. The makers of the jars are the warlocks. Go to them and convince them to give us the jars, or they won't hand them over. Take the jars by force. I'm done negotiating prices with them. So yeah, the soul jars that you need for Maximus conflict with the soul jars you need for the Lich promotion. You may recall on Thunderfist Mountain I mentioned a possible quest breaking. If I continued to explore it, it was this. Tolberti, I too have a task for you in mind, but will have to wait until you are done with my associates' missions. Return to me once you have finished their tasks. And finally, Kastore. So you passed the test. Good. Now we can get down to business. You'll find that working for us... no. You'll find that working with us will advance our mutual goals and interests very quickly. We have big plans. Plans big enough to include aggressive people like yourselves. As time passes, we will reveal our biggest plans to you. Now, it's possible, if you have played Might and Magic, Heroes of Might and Magic before, you may recognize some of these names. Kastore is not the first time the name Kastore has been thrown around, or is it the first time Maximus has been thrown around? Kastore you'll find on a Warlock, I think, and Maximus you'll find on, like a Knight, I think? Similarly, like, the other side has, like, a Crag Hack, who's different than the Crag Hack who rises to prominence in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Different characters. Just popular names, you know? And that's the 4 advisors. It's also possible you may know those names from somewhere else. Because, well, Might and Magic 7 is more than the direct continuation of Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It ends up being, in fashion, the sequel to another Might and Magic game. A sequel of sorts. Also, by the way, I suppose I can take the time to read this history. My lords have become involved in some sort of intrigue at the court of Archibald Ironfist. They have passed a recent test involving skill and violence and have embarked upon a plan to strike at our enemies with the aid of their new allies. I hope this is wise. I have no doubt that our enemies will surely react to any aggression on the part of Harmondale, including spying of any sort. Our allies are strong, but are they strong enough to defend us against an attack from Bakata? And can they be trusted to help when that attack comes? The rumor mill churns, and it seems that the secret of Lord Ironfist's new boldness comes from 4 new advisors he's hired. They're always by his side, plotting and scheming for the benefit of Deja. That's what my sources are saying anyway. Who knows where these people really come from, and what their true purpose is. Of course, if you haven't gotten my almost blatant statement, or the historian there, you may recall the intro cutscene, where a number of sea creatures emerged from the shoreline and split up into 2 groups of 4.
My magic is strong.
No Mead the magician. His magic is not strong. This shop is trash. Like, not even joking. This, no, would not trust him with anything at all. Whatever. It is almost worth buying that potion of cure poison just for alchemy time. Particularly because at some point after white potions, there's going to be black potion alchemy time.
Tight wad.
Take that back, or I'll crush you.
It is worth noting that if we were on the path to light, I could already have that promotion quest for J2 done, and then we could fix us up some black potions.
Welcome to the Earth Guild.
The Paramount Guild of Earth, which sells mass distortion. That spell's as good as it gets. We don't have Death Blossom, I'm pretty sure. We'll pick it up.
This should be useful.
Yeah. I'd like to try out most of the spells for you folks at least once. I know I don't have them all, and haven't used every single one of them.
Welcome to the Guild of the Dark.
This is the Guild of the Dark, where you can buy things like Control Undead and Shrapmetal. That's Sorcerer's Shotgun version 2.0. Pain Reflection. Vampiric Weapon. Shrinking Ray. Toxic Cloud. Reanimate. Allows you to raise a lifeless creature from the dead. Sort of. Horse and Toxic Cloud, yes, figure that out. This is dependent on having dark magic, though. Which none of us have. Yet. That was weird. Not exactly sure what I saw there. We're gonna move on from it.
I just made something new.
Do you have any black potions for us? Oh. 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 You do. Why? Why wait until Grandmaster Alchemy? We've got the cash. He's got what we need. Some potion vials there. Thank you, sir. Pure Might. Well, you two have already quaffed a pure might. Therefore, it is up to Vic to quaff this one. Nice. All these bonuses now. A potion of pure personality, I'm pretty sure you've already consumed. Which means that J2 gets to have this one. And if by chance she hasn't consumed one, I could have tested it out by feeding that to her. And if it faded away without any effect, then yeah. Because each attribute-raising black potion only works once. So, since Flailfist has already had a potion of pure endurance, and pure speed, and pure luck, and pure might, if you feed any more of those to him, they won't raise his attributes. Yeah. So, in order to create your own black potions, you gotta have a druid, you gotta promote that druid twice. You gotta get up to Alchemy 10 after that. Then you have to, of course, have one of the best reagents. Like one of each of the best reagents delivered to Lucid App or whatever in Avlay. And then you have to know how to create those black potions. You've seen a number of recipes like that each shop sells for like black potions or white potions. They're a bit more vague than like make this, then make this. It's not like cure poison plus harden item or whatever. I'll buy a few of those, probably during like the alchemy video, but it comes down to you'll need 2 parts red and 3 parts blue or some shit like that, and you have to find the proper combination. Duke the chimney sweep.
Show respect for the elders, visitor.
You know, I thought about saving and loading a bunch of times to have you spit out a bounty I thought I could complete. I know of at least one place I could find spiders. I'm pretty confident spiders spawn there. Maybe I'll write that one down. It's not worth a whole lot, though, for me to go out of my way, and I can just wait until next month for them to spit out a different thing. I still... yeah, whatever. This over here
We can fix you.
is the Temple of Dark, which includes an actual temple you could go into. Oh, by the way. Just donate for funsies. The Temple of Dark can use our assistance. We don't have any reason to go in there right now, though.
Come back soon.
Go!
Stupid vampires, get out of our way. Alvin the Watermaster. And if you fall down, either in like the
Does it
previous
even hurt?
location that I was at or this one, there's ways that basically allow you to get back up so you're not perma-trapped down in like a scenic area. Though, in this particular spot, falling down can often put you in lava, which hurts. Thankfully, this stuff is not the instant kill stuff. Some stuff in and around Thunderfist Mountain can be insta-kill stuff. And this is Castle Gloaming, which we've already been to before. Got a number of quests. That's it for the pet. You know, Archibald did say that he would give us membership. Unfortunately, that also didn't mean apparently training us. I think you have to do the tasks for the advisors first before you actually get your tutelage in Dark Magic. Because I had Vic select... No, you dummy. I have to get Vic promoted first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I have to get Vic promoted first to Priest of the Dark.
It's just
What a
cut,
scratch.
But I need it fixed.
Shut up. So, we've got a number of new missions in our hands now. Crack the code, retrieve the Lich Jars, retrieve the Case of Soul Jars, destroy magical defenses, and then these 3 others that we had dangling around. It won't be too long before I polish off this 3 paintings one, since Castle Griffinheart's guards are going to be hostile towards us anyway, and I think we can take them. This statuette's one. Well, I'll still be there. We get one of the statuettes from the maze, which is where Haldar's remains are. The other two are in the Grand Temples of the Sun and the Moon on Evanmorn Island. I'm pretty sure. These statuettes are a pain in the ass. That takes care of the pit tour, though. Let's see, how far are we in this video? Okay. I suppose I can let this video go on longer. Along with our tour of the pit, we'll also go to Deja, and, or out into Deja, and get the promotion quests that are out there, okay? Why the hell am I going this way? There's 3 to be had? 3, yes. Let's fly. Do I want to pick up these reagents while I'm here? That's just a mushroom. Meh. Did I leave anything in value of this chest? No. Now I'm not gonna bother with reagents. Okay. Let's go northwest and then sweep down to the south. That doesn't matter because I'm gonna teleport out of here anyway. Town portal. Convenience. Over here is the skill trainer for Dark Magic Expert. Yeah. Just want to familiarize. This is Bodybuilding Master? No, Bodybuilding Master's over there. Want to familiarize myself with these people. Let's go visit Bill Gates over here. Excuse me, William Satag. Let's get down to business, shall we? I know you are well aware of my standing as the blackest villain in Arathia. It requires effort and drive to prove to be this evil. I hope you have the mettle for it. I would love nothing more than to keep you in my training for years and teach you the finest parts of being a villain. Unfortunately, I am under pressure to speed up your tutelage. To this end, I have a direct way to learn the arts of villainhood. There is a woman, Alice Hargreaves, who is of noble blood and pure character. Capture this woman for her residence in Castle Griffinheart. Return here and imprison her in my tower. Complete this, and I shall promote all crusaders in your group to villains, and the rest of your group to honorary villains. The hero version of this involves you rescuing Alice from this place. It turns into an actual dungeon of sorts. The Deja Watchtower up there is something that you'd visit to be promoted along the Thief Path again, by visiting Bill Lasker. But if you're following the Path of Dark, that's an optional dungeon, and instead you would visit our friendly assassin, who offers you tea. I love how I click on that when I'm just about to get more quests in there. Have some tea, everyone. So, you wish to become an assassin? Very well, I can provide the rogues among you the training necessary, but you must prove both your skill and your loyalty before I will invest time in you. My superiors inform me that a certain Lady Eleanor Carmine, his life must end. She used to work for us, but has taken up residence in the Celestial Court with our enemies, and is providing them with information damaging to our cause. Silence her, and return with a trinket of hers to prove the job is done. We have to go back up to Celeste and kill one of the NPCs walking around. While I'm here,
My magic is strong.
what you got for us? Normal Mogrid gauntlets we can enchant. Let's buy them. Platinum ring I get enchant. I'm not going to bother with it. Accuracy plus 12 ring? Yeah, sure, what the hell. I got so much money. Stealing skill plus 16. Pfft. We'll buy that ring. Sun amulet. What the hell, we'll buy it. Ranger's boots of the moon. Invisibility scroll. That's a pretty nice find early in the game. Particularly if you can't get access to invisibility. Let's buy those two.
Come back soon.
Bring more gold. Yes, yes, yes. Speed plus 8, spell points plus 17, speed plus 7. Well, the spell points plus 17
There's no
matters
room.
more to her. Like, you lose out on a number of spell points there. I think I would rather have... I want someone with low luck to have this extra luck, though. What's your speed at right now? 48. Alright, that doesn't meaningfully decrease that, though, because that just takes you down to 40. The intellect doesn't help you, but the luck does. A little bit. A little bit. It'll be less meaningful once I make potions of pure luck for the other folks, but... And we can just do this flat trade right there. 1 point better. Doesn't adjust anything. Bah. Go again, get everyone sloshed. The other person that I need to visit is the Priest of Dark. Well,
I just made something new.
figure I can pop in right here. Well, since we're here, why don't we pick up a pure speed recipe and an intellect boost recipe. The black potion of pure speed could be the answer for a party who just doesn't get the jump on the monsters. The addition to permanent speed could be just what is needed to allow you to recover and act before the monsters do. You can never be too quick. To mix this potion, you need the correct combination of 4 of any red reagent type, plus 2 of any blue reagent type, and 1 of the yellow reagents. Oh, and if you make an illegal combination, the potion blows up. Yes, that deals damage. The white potion of intellect boost temporarily boosts your intellect just when you need it. To mix this potion, you need the correct combination of 2 of any blue reagent types and 3 of any yellow reagent types. Priests. Well, it is that you have come to see the wisdom. Well, it is that you have come to see the wisdom of the path of the dark. Never regret your decision, and never look back. South of Bracada is an island called Evanmorn, and upon that island are the old temples of the sun and the moon. Both are inhabited by the remnants of the 2 religions, their once proud churches reduced to 2 old temples, fighting for a small island. The Church of the Moon was the founding religion for our current faith, the Path of Darkness. I propose we help them out and tip the balance in favor of the Church of the Moon, using the map that I sent you to find. You'll note that he did have interest in going to Evanmorn, and this is why. Convince a sea captain to bring you to the island. There, bring aid and comfort to the Church of the Moon by defiling the altar in the Church of the Sun. This will so weaken the Sun cult that the Church of the Moon will be able to overcome them in battle. Return to me when you have done this. This is, with our current capacity, easy. The Priest of Light quest is the opposite of this. Alright, pretty sure that's all the promotion folks here. That's 3 of the 9. So next episode, I'm going to take another trip around the continent, poke my head in the various places, visit with them, see how they're doing, collect other promotion quests. Probably won't resolve anything next video, though. I'm just gonna go pick up a new... Oh, no, good thing I remembered. This is actually something I would have remembered, like, after this episode. Remember Seth Draxon and how he didn't have any quests for us? I have recently gained information that the forces of Queen Catherine in Arathia have begun to build a force to attack Deja. Because of the difficult terrain, they have begun to breed and train griffins to assist in their attack. These griffins are being raised in both Arathia and the Bracada Desert. I need you to kill off all the griffins in those 2 areas, so that the Arathians will be forced to drastically delay their plans of attack. And when he says all, he means all. Like, we got the ones in Bracada, Spire Town. I think that's the only place that name is said. But, and we've killed most of them in Arathia, but there's a few who count as friendlies, and we're going to have to destroy them all the same. Will this upset the people in Arathia? Probably. But this quest is only open if you've chosen the Path of the Dark, for what I think is obvious reasons. There is a quest that is only open if you choose the Path of the Light. It might be the quest involving why the trees are so upset, and talking to the oldest tree and retrieving the heart of the wood. Or that might be another one, and that might end up tying into a promotion quest. You know, I can't remember everything. It's a miracle I even remembered this. So yeah, next episode, drive around the continent, pick up some quests. We obviously, of course, have a Warlock to visit for the Druid promotion quest that we'll be getting, instead of finding remains. And boy, oh boy, is that a doozy. If you've chosen the Path of Dark to promote your Druid, woof. I mean, the benefit is better overall for getting it done. The storyline considers it to be sequence, but I would consider it sequence breaking for the storyline. You're pretty much in-game when you can get it done. It's a thing. It's great. That takes care of it, though. Hope you enjoyed touring the pit and a bit of Deja and some lore and chatter and hullaboo. Next video is probably going to be more of the same, except instead of the pit, the entire continent. And then probably move on into alchemy. We have a number of places I can instantly teleport to grab alchemical reagents, and there's quite a few white potions to make. Quite a few. It's the most numerous, potion section. There are fewer black potions. We've seen all. I think we've seen at least one of every type, maybe? Maybe except for accuracy, I can't recall. There's those, there's the slaying potion, and then there's a flesh to stone one. Oh no, we haven't seen a rejuvenation one, otherwise I would have used it on J2. Alright, I really have dragged this video on long enough. Take care, everyone. See you next time.